that wasn't here for the right reasons.
No,
Are you doing things that he was gonna ask you?
No, I didn't, Tammy. No, I didn't.
I'm just so sick of this. Like, this turned into
How about
such
you be
a
your
big...
own person? You can't go anywhere without your little posse.
This show could be on every day. Welcome back. Joining me now from our LA studio is former Bachelorette contestant Eric Bigger. Hey there, Eric. How are you?
Hey, how's it going? How are you?
Ooh, just living off Bachelor dreams. I'm loving every moment of it. Full 5 hours this week. Now, how have you been enjoying the new season of The Bachelor? You've been watching, right?
Yes, I've been watching. It's been amazing. I think Peter has his hands full, and the girls they're a lot, you know? And he has this nice guy syndrome that I think he has to move into more putting his foot down and taking ownership of what he wants and what he feels. So it's been good. It's been entertaining. I like Peter. He's a great bachelor. So.
Do you think he's being overrun by all the females and their opinions?
Yeah, I think they're taking advantage of him.
Wow.
They're getting him good.
Because he's such a nice guy that it's so easy to do.
Yeah, I've been there before, so I can relate.
You are a nice guy as well.
You're too nice, it's not good.
Well,
yeah, so you got to have a little realness to you.
Well, this week we got a double dose of Peter and the girls, so let's get into it. Let's start with the Tammy trouble. It all started in Costa Rica and continued last night in Chile. Let's watch Natasha's pretty accurate summary.
It seems like Tammy's not concerned with pushing things forward with Peter. She's more concerned with eliminating people that don't belong here or who aren't ready for Peter. I want you guys to work that out. She waits until there are nights that she knows she's going to see Peter to address things with people.
This is sort of a common theme in the Bachelor, Bachelorette Nation, but do you agree with Natasha? Was Tammy a pot stirrer and tattletale, or do you think that she was just trying to be honest with Peter?
I think Natasha is pretty accurate. I think, yeah, she's making it hard for everybody. I don't think she's really there for Peter. Maybe she was in the beginning, but I felt like she had to find her place and space, on the show. So this is her position.
When you say that she's not there for Peter, why do you think that she's there in the first place?
Well, I think, when you first go on these shows, your intentions is to meet the Bachelor or the Bachelorette. You want to find love, fall in love. For some people, for others, it's different. But I think as the show continues and the weeks progress, you start feeling like, okay, what's really going on? What is my feeling with this person? And I think she probably didn't find her positioning well with him, and she made one. So she has to be an asset some way, somehow, if he's not into her.
Very good point. Well, as you know, Peter attempted to get to the bottom of the Tammy McKenna situation with a 2-on-1 date, the best 2-on-1 date of all time, which ended like this. Let's rewatch.
Tammy, McKenna, I can't have both of you continue past the night with me. McKenna, I heard you and everything that you had to say tonight, and I trust you. Tammy, can I walk you out?
So, Eric, were you Team McKenna or Team Tammy?
I'm not team neither. I think McKenna was coming from a place of fear, and Tammy was coming from a place of I don't care. So they made their presence felt, and I don't know, I just didn't feel like neither one of the girls were into Peter like that. I just think they were trying to make their way on the show, from my perspective.
Wow. Well, did you expect Peter to send Tammy home, at least so quickly?
Yeah, you can kind of see it in his eyes. You can sense it, you can feel it. I kind of knew she was going home. And then when McKenna went home, the rose ceremony, I was like, yep, they both went home. Makes sense.
I mean, I was a little surprised only because he was like, I trust you, McKenna. So I was like, all right, McKenna's staying. This is good. And then when he bounced her, I was like, oh, wow. Like, this is harsh. I feel like Peter's getting his chutzpah back.
He's getting strong. He's becoming a man. He's becoming like, yes, I'm empowered. I know what I want. I want love.
Exactly. Well, Sydney was also sent home at the rose ceremony. Was that a shock to you? Because they did have a seemingly good one-on-one in Costa Rica. Shocked me.
Yeah, I think from watching last night, she didn't get a lot of airtime. I didn't see her much. And the moments I did see her, she really wasn't with Peter as much. So I think she should have stayed at least another week just to see what their relationship would be, but he let her go.
Now, given the fact that you've been on this show before, when you're watching these episodes, are you looking at it from a fan's perspective, or are you looking at it almost from the contestant's perspective, being like, I see how this is going to go down. I know this. I know that. I see it in his eyes. Like, how are you viewing these? How are you viewing these episodes?
That's a great question. I'm gauging it, you know, like ebb and flow, like the duality of a fan and then a contestant, and you know, so it's kind of equilibrium of just balance. Like I'm a fan, but at the same time, like she's lying. I can see it in her eyes, or damn, he's really into her, but he's not getting reciprocated the same feelings back.
Right.
So you kind of get into it, but I'm playing both sides.
You're a fan that almost knows too much. You know how the meat is made, Eric. Yeah. That's the problem. Well, Peter sent a total of 4 girls home last night. First to leave was actually Victoria P. Let's watch.
I don't know if I see you as my wife. I'm so sorry.
You don't apologize to me. Like, I feel...
Don't. That's...
Can I get a car? Can I get a cab? I just want to leave.
Can I walk you out?
I don't need you to walk me out.
Can I? Please.
What was your reaction to this? And can the contestants just, like, call cabs? I was like, what are you doing? We're not on the city streets. We're just calling cabs. What's happening?
Woo! So this was the turning point. This was the turning point in Peter getting to his love, because he owned his feelings. He told her how he felt. I don't think I see you as a wife. You gotta go. And I was like, yes, that's how you do it, brother. You own it, and you don't condone it. And he proceeded, so good job, Peter.
Did you feel for Victoria P in that moment? Because she did seem like she really liked him.
Yeah, but you know, the episode with Michaela and coming back and how she lied and kind of finessed the situation, I just didn't feel it was genuine. So at that point, I was already like not on her side. I was just like, maybe she lies, maybe she doesn't, but it didn't feel like she was really, really into Peter. I think she had feelings for him, but I don't think they were strong.
Well, now that the cutthroat episodes are sorts of be out of the way, do you think that the drama in the house has subsided and we can sort of move forward with the stronger candidates who are in love with Peter, or do you think there's more to come on that?
Well, it's The Bachelor. There's more to come for sure. We can't just give you a smooth sailing throughout. Come on, this is love. Love is not easy. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. And love sometimes will break you, so I think it's going to be more.
Well, is Chris Harrison actually right that this might be the most dramatic season ever?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I want to talk about that first one-on-one in Chile with Hannah Ann. The date looks super fun, but at the end, Hannah admits to never having been in love, leaving Peter questioning if she's really ready for a serious relationship, let alone marriage. I just want to take a look at that real quick.
I just feel like your qualities and like what you possess is very similar to like what I've been raised to have wanted.
Excuse me for 1 second. More than anything, I'm just frustrated. I'm questioning if we do have that deep enough connection.
Do you think Peter was right to be concerned that Hannah Ann hadn't really experienced love and heartbreak? Would that be like a red flag for you?
Yes, I think he was right. I mean, he felt it and he followed his gut, and I don't think he was wrong for, removing himself from the table. And, you got to go with your gut in these moments, and you got to really feel it and go for it, because if you just play off of what you see and not what you feel, you can lose on the back end. So I think he did the right thing.
Interesting. And how did you think that their conversation went? I mean, after when he came back and composed himself, do you think he made the right decision with her and wants to move forward, or would you have gotten rid of her right there?
Well, I believe there's some liking there. Like, he really likes her. So I think he, at that moment, giving her the rose and not sending her home is giving her the benefit of the doubt. Like, let's give her another chance and see where it goes. But I think maybe next week she doesn't stick around. That's what I believe.
Do you think, though, that she's really falling in love with him, or do you think she's kind of hamming it up for cameras? Because she was involved in a little bit of drama at the beginning of the season as well.
Yeah, I think she's hammering it up. I think she's hamming it. I don't really believe she's really in love with him. I think she's into him. I think she's infatuated by Peter, but I don't think she's really into him. I can see it in her eyes that she's not really genuine about what she's saying to him. So I don't know. It didn't seem real last night.
You know, this is my biggest critique of the show sometimes is the age of the contestants that come on. And, you know, do you think Hannah Ann is maybe a little too young to really know what she wants?
Yes, I believe so. I think she is too young to know what she wants. And not meaning her age, but it just seems like experience-wise, she doesn't have too much that she can relate to understand what she really wants to feel in this moment or how she should feel. And there's no knock to her or who she is or what she's been through. I think that's the reality. That's the reality check. You know, like
right, exactly.
She's 23, one relationship, I think. You know,
it's hard to and with every, you know, it's hard to be 23, let alone having, you know, to compete with like 12 other girls dating your boyfriend at the same time. So it's got to be an interesting situation for her. Well, Victoria F got another one-on-one and struggled to be vulnerable. What's your take on her and Peter's relationship?
Yeah, I've been there before as well. You see, when you like a girl so much and you're into her and you want her and you feel for her and you're like, I want you to be close to me, but you know deep down inside, she might not feel the same way you feel. And it's hard to accept because you want this thing to work, you want it to happen. And I just think deep down in his gut, he knows like she likes him and she's into him, but he doesn't feel that she's assured that she wants to be with him or can get married to him. So he fights it, but he likes her so much. And as a man, you just look for one little thing in a female that you like, that she does, that gives you reason to keep her. Like, oh, she kissed me, or she grabbed my back, or, you know, she gave me a compliment. Like, you will find something so small just to accept that, okay, she deserves a rose and we need to keep her on.
Do you think
he likes her?
Do you
Really
think that
likes her.
she's a front runner to sort of win Peter's heart?
Yeah. I think she's top 3 for sure. She's going to the end. I think she's in that top 3.
Wow, Eric, that's
Yeah.
a big statement.
Yeah.
That's a big, I'm holding you to that, Eric.
Hold me accountable.
I'm holding you accountable. Well, on a more fun note, that telenovela group date was wildly entertaining. Who do you think was the best actress?
It's Kelly. Kelly was the grandmother, right?
Yes. Is that her? Yes.
Yes, she was so good. Cause she was funny, she was free. It was just good. It was just good. McKenna was good at the end, but I just think the grandmother like stole the show. Like she did it. I liked her episode, her acting.
Did you think this was a little like art imitating life? Because The Bachelor is kind of a telenovela in and of itself.
Yeah, I think it was awesome. I think it was clever. I think it was unique. I think it was creative. This was fun, like to see these people like acting and putting on costumes and trying to play another part. So I liked it. I was entertained. Like, good job, Bachelor Nation.
I'm curious, when you look back at your experience and your time in the franchise, what is the biggest takeaway you've gotten from being a contestant on The Bachelorette?
The biggest takeaway, I would say, follow your heart. Be open, and let love in. I think that's my first season of The Bachelorette. When I first went on the show, I let love happen. I didn't try to make it happen. I just allowed it to happen on its own term. And I fell in love, and my life changed. And I went to 6 different countries, and I made amazing friends and did great things. So I just think you got to be open, trust the process, and just really, really be honest with yourself. And I think things will flow and things will fall in place.
Very well said. Who do you think right now will be the next Bachelorette? Do you see anybody coming to the top here?
That's a great question. Madison, if she's not the one. I don't think Victoria F will be a Bachelorette. He might end up with her. And there's one more. Not Kelly. What's the other girl? I mean, Hannah Ann, she's young, but I mean, she has that aesthetic. She has that look. She just has that aura to her being Miss Princess, Miss Bachelorette. Like, she has that to her. So those are my opinions from my thoughts and from what I've seen. But maybe it's someone from another season. I don't know. But that's what I believe.
Well, speaking of which, do you want to have Hannah B on another season? Like, could you see her being the next Bachelorette?
I think it's possible. But I think at this point, she should, like, really know, like, she should have certainty about what she wants, and it's not no dabble between, I want this guy, I want that guy, like she would know. So I think they should give her another shot if that works. I mean, she's open to it. I mean, why not? Everybody needs a second chance, you know? Don't send her to paradise, though. I think she deserves to be the Bachelorette again.
Oh, well, speaking of that, are you going to go on Bachelor in Paradise again? You're single.
Ah, man. You know, maybe I can be a bartender and help Wells, or maybe I can be a coach. But as a contestant at this point, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I won't count it out and say no completely, because you never know, right? But I'm not sure at this moment.